person that we were going live. So,
No? I think he knows it's 10:25.
It looks like he's busy back there.
He's busy with what?
This is, by the way, the green room.
As
now
you can read. Know that it's green room. Yeah, right. Right.
Where we just make sure the audio is working and hopefully the video. I've given, as you saw, the signal to check the audio.
Is that what that
I was
is?
cleaning my ear, but I thought,
okay.
Since we're live,
I usually do it
I've
with
already
this,
got
with
a
this
thumbs
finger
up.
right here.
Why don't you give him the? I got a thumbs up. That's what I'm saying from now on.
Did you?
Yes, it was only one, but that's what they're. That's what
But
they're
that's
called.
what?
We have Nancy over here. Would you like to talk to Nancy? No,
I think the reason that they say a thumbs up is a thumb apostrophe. The thumbs.
The thumb is up.
Yeah.
Okay. We will check on the etymology of the
Whatever
adage,
you
thumbs
wanna-
up. He's got thumbs is up is what he's got.
Oh, he's got
thumbs are up.
thumbs
up.
are up. Yes.
We're still in the green room, and
Yes,
you were talking
we
to
are.
me just before we went live on the green room about some kind of list. Is this the Christmas list?
It's like the Christmas in July list. I
Christmas
guess
in
that would
July.
be.
It is
Yeah,
July,
It
and I
is.
like Christmas.
Yes. So, my question to you is, do you make a list like at the beginning of summer? So having 3 daughters, before summer starts from school, they make a list of things that they want to do for the summer, such as like go to Bay Beach, sleep over at a friend's house, have a pool party, like things.
So a wish list.
Like
It's a summer bucket list.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
I don't make summer bucket lists.
No?
Do you?
They do for
They
me.
do. I don't do that.
No?
No. And you don't. So
Do you want me to make one for you?
Sure.
Sure, okay.
I'll make one for you. You make one for me. And
Okay.
we'll switch.
We'll see how many we can check off.
I
in the
have things
summertime.
that I do every summer, but I don't have to write them down.
That's just kind of like second nature for you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can
Sure.
do anything you like. If you come right here.
Mrs. Arnson's going to make a cameo.
Cameo.
There she goes. There she goes. Watch out.
I should probably silence my phone, huh?
Yeah, why don't you do that? Do
Okay,
not disturb.
we will not be
DND.
disturbed.
I'm just going to leave
DND.
mine on. That work for
No
you?
one ever calls you.
No.
The only person
they
who
just
texts you
text.
is me.
Yeah. Oh, do you text me?
Occasionally.
Okay.
I think I texted you this morning.
You did.
Yeah.
After my yoga session.
Oh, now you're going to mention that, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
sure.
I noticed.
This time I will, yes.
Yeah, very proud of you. Very proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
On the,
Thank you, Cassandra.
Apparently, you're telling everybody about it.
Yeah.
Some people come in and say, I just came from yoga, and that's the perfect segue for you
Right.
to say, well, yeah, I did my yoga this morning.
Yeah, right.
It's not
Comfort of
10:30
my
yet,
home.
so we're just going to... Don't we need a minute of silence? What we're going to do? Oh, no, that's something else.
Oh, yes. Are we
will
going to
go
do that
live
today?
now. If we can remember it, because it's
Okay.
not in the notes.
It's not in the script.
It's not in the notes.
Okay. Okay.
We'll just let that die down a little bit, and then we'll go live. How's that sound?
Sure.
You should probably talk to a customer sometime. Maybe this week we'll just run
Kendall,
into him.
he'll probably talk to us.
Oh.
If he talks loud enough, maybe he'll get some attention.
Well, I'm supposed to start. Shall I start?
All right? Yeah, you shall.
I'm going to turn off the green room. Yeah, and then I'm going to go to the intro. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends the world over, thank you for joining us today and welcome to episode number 17 already of the absolutely amazing series known as BSTV. Today is
I thought
Wednesday.
it was Butcher Shop Television.
Okay, it can be Butcher Shop Television.
Oh,
What is
okay.
the date today? 12th? July 12th. Wednesday, July 12th, 2023, and we are broadcasting live from smack dab in the middle of Jacob's Meat Market in Appleton, Wisconsin. My name is Eric, and with me, of course, the star of the show, the man himself, the ever-popular mayor of Meatville, Mr. Luke Jacobs. Luke, nice to
Eric.
see you again. Haven't
Oh,
seen you
great
since
to
the green
see you.
room.
All
Where
right.
have you been? What's new? What's exciting? What's different?
Is this the news section?
This is, I'm just going to shut up and let you talk for a minute, because
All
I
right.
never let you talk.
You let me talk, but you just don't listen.
It's a pity you don't have anything to say.
Right. Yeah.
Did you say something? I'm sorry, I wasn't
What?
listening.
What is it? It's going great.
It's going great.
Yeah. How's it going for you?
Fantastic.
Yeah?
Probably couldn't be better.
Probably?
I am probably couldn't.
Well, we'll work on that.
We'll work on that.
Yeah.
Shall I start the show?
Sure, let's do it.
I'm going to remind everybody why we're here. We're going to go over the weekly specials. I think you brought them. There are brats of the week, a local product of the week. That is a favorite of mine.
Yes, sir.
Special upcoming days, a winner of last week's contest, and are we going to have a new contest this week?
Absolutely.
Let's dive right in. For anyone who may not know, please tell us where we are.
We are at Jacob's Meat Market, smack dab in the middle of Jacob's Meat Market at 544 North Law Street in Appleton, Wisconsin.
There's a cross
USA.
street there, huh? Law and Pacific, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, Law and Pacific. And you sell more than meat,
We do.
but you sell a lot of meat.
Yes, we do.
But
Mostly
you're
meat.
my corner grocer.
Right.
You have a little bit of
Oh,
everything
really?
that I need. Yeah.
Okay.
There's news. You have some big news.
Yeah, a couple
Let's
different.
Start with that one,
Yes.
since that's a big one.
So tomorrow is July 13th. It's my daughter's 14th birthday.
14th birthday.
14
What's
years
the name?
old.
This is the middle daughter.
This is Emma, yes.
Emma.
Yes.
Emma. Happy birthday, Emma.
Yes, happy birthday.
You should sing.
I will tomorrow.
This one
When
is
I go
also,
get her a donut.
This one is also big news.
Yes.
Please tell us.
Oh,
this
man.
involves another daughter.
Get off the sidewalks. My daughter is driving. She
but-
just got her temps Monday.
This is a learner's permit,
Yes.
which means she
Yes.
must have a licensed driver over the age of 21 in the car.
19. Yes.
19.
Yes.
Which would probably be you.
Right.
Yeah.
They've
There's-
changed the rules
There's
so
no
much.
safety in that. Get off the road. Stay off the sidewalks when you're
Right.
driving too.
Right.
Yeah, who's
Watch out
teaching
for the
whom
two-wheel
there?
driving. Yes. Yes, right around
Well,
the
this
corner.
is exciting. Now, to get the permit, you just take the written test.
Just,
now we
yes.
get to practice.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, in
so we
your
went
car.
to, yeah, she drove us to Dairy Queen, and we got some Dairy Queen, and she drove home.
She already knows how to drive.
She does, yeah.
Probably slowly.
Nervous about it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have a Chevy Suburban. So
It's large.
It's a little bit. It's a little bit different than learning on a little Kia or something like that. So.
But at least I learned in a stick shift. And
Oh,
I
yeah?
think that's probably harder than a large.
Right.
Now a large with a stick shift, that'd be even.
Right.
But yeah, no,
I
she'll
think
do fine.
I think that the kids should learn in a stick shift because then they don't have the temptation of using their phones.
Oh, I could probably use a phone. So when I learned to drive, we didn't have phones. But now that you
Right.
mention it, I could probably. Not that I would. I could probably. I would be capable.
Well,
probably.
I mean now, but when you were 15 and learning, 15 and a half, you
I couldn't have the
probably
radio on.
wouldn't. Right. Oh, really?
I had
okay.
to concentrate.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a pity you can't find a stick shift.
Right. Right. I'm sure I could find one, but
Could you?
sure
I
not.
haven't
Yeah.
seen one in a while. Maybe
Right.
a Corvette. They still have.
Yeah, and Jeeps. driving around.
Jeeps?
Yes.
I'm going to mention
Any other
the,
news?
The Northern Lights.
The Northern Lights.
Northern Lights, which are generally speaking more northern than we, are supposed to maybe be able to be seen from here tonight. No, tonight and Thursday, maybe Friday,
Sure.
if there's no clouds.
Right.
You know, they know that they're coming further south tonight and tomorrow night, but they don't know how far further south.
Right.
So I'm going to look.
Yeah.
Just in
so,
case.
So, are the Northern Lights always that green that you kind of see, like in Alaska and stuff like that? On
It's the only
internet?
pictures I've seen of them. I've
Okay.
never actually seen the Northern Lights.
No?
But
Okay.
yeah, the wavy.
Right.
Now that's something else we have to research. What in the world are they?
Right.
They're pretty. That's
They are,
in
yes.
pictures. They're pretty, so it would be cool to see them.
And now that the smoke is all gone, we can maybe hopefully see
Maybe, hopefully, see them.
Yep.
I like that. Maybe, hopefully. It's Wednesday.
it. It is.
One of my favorite days, except last week they weren't.
Right.
Did I take the camera cap off of this? Yeah, there's no cap on that.
No cap.
That'd be funny.
Well, we can see each other, so I think it's.
It was a joke, Lou. It
Oh.
was a joke. Today is Brat Fry Wednesday.
Yes.
This time with brats.
Correct.
Last Wednesday was Brat Fry Wednesday with no brats.
Bratless, yeah.
Bratless. And it's pork and chicken cordon bleu brats, which I have heard are very good.
Yes, they're delicious.
People are talking about these.
Correct.
That's probably the one I'm going to try today. I usually go for the pork because I know it, I like it.
Right.
It's very satisfying, but I've heard good things about that.
They're delicious.
You like it.
I do.
It's
yes.
up there on your list.
It's up there, yeah.
It's up
It's the
there.
top 40.
It's one of the top 40.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes, like what's
Does
who
the
used to do
audience-
the top 40?
Casey Kasem.
Kasem, yeah. Yep.
Does the audience know that you have 40?
I think so.
It's-
They should by
it's in there.
now.
Okay, it's in there. Specials of the week, you have them.
Yes.
But you can't do them until you tell me a joke.
I did have a good joke about umbrellas,
But,
but they usually go over people's heads.
so we'll try me, and maybe I'll understand it.
Okay. So this. Oh,
According to tradition, Mr. Jacobs, what should one say when reaching the top of Mount Everest?
Got it?
It's all downhill from here.
Yes.
It's all downhill from here. Before we do the specials, tell us about your mailing list. I got one of your emails this morning.
Mailing list. Do we have one of those?
You've been telling people about it. That's all I know about it, is that you plug it every week on this show.
Right.
We could skip it if you like. Here, watch. I'll take a pen and just cross it.
Skip. Yep.
Sign up for the mailing list.
Yes. Sign up for the mailing.
Then you don't have to watch the
mailing
show.
list. Right. Yeah, you can have a half an hour back of your life.
Yeah.
So on our website, if you'd like, you can get our emails twice a week. Once a week is on Sundays. We have our weekly lunch menu, which we serve Monday through Friday, 11 to 2. And then on Wednesdays, you get an email with a joke with our weekly specials.
I think there's a little joke
run Wednesday through Saturday.
in the Sunday one too.
Yes.
And the little preview of the subject.
Joke. Yes.
And
that
one
too.
liner,
Right.
One-liner. Okay, what have we got? I've got buttons.
Yes.
I've got buttons. Should we start with that one?
We shall.
It's one of my favorites.
Heat and eat smoked pork chops. $5.29 a pound.
Don't actually have to heat them though.
Correct.
You could just eat them.
Correct.
And
you can skip the heat.
sometimes I do that
Right.
for lunch. If it's in my refrigerator and I'm hungry.
So I've seen you come in here once in a while, lunchtime, order a smoked pork chop at the counter, and then just are gnawing on it, and then you put the bone in the aisls over here, and then you don't walk out without even paying
It's
for
a
it.
good thing you have cameras.
Right. Right. You
can-
owe us
we can replay that.
$16.27.
16.20. Put on my tab.
Okay.
Put on my tab.
Okay.
Smoked pork chops, good deal. I'm going to take 4 before I leave.
Okay.
And we'll come back to that in a moment.
Okay.
But let's move on for now, because you're
Okay.
going to something about
like
chickens.
a roast?
A roasted
Like
chicken?
a roasting chicken. Yes.
Roasting chickens.
Yes. $2.99 a pound.
Seems
fresh.
like a good price.
Yes.
Is this a whole chicken?
It is a whole chicken. Yes.
Can I get
About
a
6
half?
to 8 pounds. You can get 2 halves.
Stuck together?
Sure.
We
Or
can
we
cut
can
it
cut
in
them in
half?
half and then wrap it separately for you too. Sure.
Okay. So anything I
Stick
want.
one of those- Yes. Anything you want. Yes.
And I have to roast these, because it's in the name.
You can roast them, or you can. Some people cut them up and then they grill them. Actually.
Okay.
So it's just a larger chicken.
Just a larger chicken.
Yes.
The roasting chicken is a larger chicken.
Yep, it's a
Can I
different breed
cut them
than
up
like
and
frying.
fry the parts?
Sure.
Okay.
Or we can cut them up for you.
I can just cook it.
Sure.
It's called roasting to denote that it's larger.
Correct.
Not because you're contractually obligated to roast it.
Yes.
Yes.
What he said.
Oh, easy peasy.
Easy
I see some
peasy,
easy
lemon
peasy.
squeegee.
No, easy peasy pre-cooked meatballs.
Oh, pre-cooked meat.
Say
The
that
other
3
one.
times fast.
The easy peasy. The other easy peasy one. $6.59 a pound.
$6.59 a pound.
These are great. They come frozen.
Frozen.
Yep.
Was my
so you
question.
could thaw them out in the microwave if you like, and then you can put them on your spaghetti. You can put them on like a sandwich, a meatball sandwich,
sub.
right?
Yeah.
Or a meatball sub. Sure.
Yeah.
Once you buy it, you can do whatever you want.
Do
with it.
whatever you want. I've heard that rumor. That's
Have ya?
what's very nice about Jacob's Meat Markets. They don't make demands upon what you do with what things
Right?
you've
You're not
purchased.
contractually obligated. Again. See, I was listening.
But you can also thaw them out in your refrigerator, like if
Sure.
you need them for tomorrow night.
Sure.
And if you plan that far in advance,
apparently people think ahead of time. Yes.
you just throw it in your refrigerator and they'll be ready
You
to
can just
heat
set it in there.
and eat.
You don't have to throw it in there if you don't want.
I like to throw it. I like
Okay.
to throw it. Where are we going? Where are we going?
Nowhere fast. How about some broccoli and cheddar stuffed chicken breast for $5.49 a pound?
So you've taken a chicken breast. I
Nate.
suppose.
Nate
Nate has
has, yes.
taken a chicken breast and probably sliced it and smoothed it and thinned it, and then put broccoli and cheese. What kind of cheese?
Cheddar cheese.
This is me stuffing it.
Yeah,
And
I
then just
I was
roll it
trying to
up
follow.
into something that I would bake.
Right. Yes.
Not fry. Probably
You
not
could,
grill.
You could bake it or you could grill it.
I could grill it.
Yes. So if you're going to grill it, just wrap it in aluminum foil really tightly because it has that cheese in there. And then you could grill it. It doesn't take as long because it's more of a direct heat. But if you're doing just one, it's probably in the oven about 45 minutes. On the grill, probably like 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And then towards the end, just uncrease it and then open it up so it browns a little bit.
Yeah, don't take it off.
don't-
just
right.
to open the top so that
Correct.
it browns.
Yep. Otherwise, that cheese is just going to melt into
Delicious.
the
Delicious.
grates.
And $5.49 a pound. They come in packages all ready to go.
Yes.
About how many pounds is in a packet?
They're about 3/4 to a pound to
All right.
a pound and a half, depending
So
on
there's
what
dinner.
size the chicken breasts are. Yes.
Dinner.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got lunch for the smoked pork chops and dinner for the chicken. Where are we going?
Grass-fed ground chuck.
Poor Chuck.
Yeah,
Poor
well,
Chuck.
he was on the ground, so
This is delicious.
Yes.
I notice a difference between regular and the grass-fed.
Sure.
And maybe
Is it
it's
more green?
Well, I looked, and I did mention it to your boys behind the counter. Why isn't it green? It's not green.
It's not green.
green.
No,
It's surprised
they already ate it.
I think cows should eat grass,
Sure.
and I think we should eat cows that eat grass.
We do.
It tastes better.
We do.
It tastes
Sure.
better.
Sure.
So why don't you tell me all about it?
So
I'll just shut up.
it's grass fed. You heard that, audience? Yep. Okay. So it's grass fed until the last 90 days. So typically, when you 100% grass feed an animal, it doesn't get as much marbling, and it doesn't get as much. It has more of a gamey flavor to it. So they introduce corn and a vegetarian fed diet the last 90 days to give it a little bit more of a better flavor.
So that adds flavor.
Yes.
A completely grass-fed cow would not be as flavorful or have the marbling, which is what adds the flavor.
Correct.
Interesting.
Correct. So you learned something, huh? How about that?
I
From
will
listening.
forget it. I will
From
forget
listening.
it.
How about that?
I will forget it. I will forget it.
I'll remind you.
You remind me.
Yes.
What's next?
Next, we have Wisconsin Longhorn Colby cheese for $4.99 a pound.
Colby cheese.
Yes.
I just saw what that is this morning,
Yes.
and so I brought a slice
You did.
because
From home?
It's quite amazing. No, from your deli counter here.
Yes.
It's very large.
It is.
I don't know what you do with it. Make a large sandwich?
This is a longhorn as opposed to a mini horn.
So
a
that
mini
has
horn
to
would
do
be
with the
smaller.
diameter. Are they all round?
Yes.
They're all round. Okay.
Yes.
Longhorn means it's a larger.
Yes. A horn, like when you picture a horn.
Oh, this is
not
a
typically
cross-cut
like
of a
square.
horn.
Correct.
It's not typically. Not typically, but sometimes.
Sure.
So this is a cross-section of a horn, and this is a longhorn because
Correct.
it goes way out there. It's so big.
Way.
Yeah, and then they have mini horns or small horns. Or either
Mini
or.
horns.
Mini horns.
Yeah.
Mini horns that are smaller because they don't go as far.
They're smaller.
They're from the baby horns.
Smaller.
Smaller.
Smaller, not
This is
shorter,
mine now.
but smaller.
This is mine now.
Yeah. You want to take a bite out of it right now?
Not right now. But,
The chat wants to see you.
yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, they want to
It's
see you
ghost
take
town.
a bite of it.
It's a ghost town. He's lying.
Lying.
Is it from Wisconsin?
It is. Yes.
Is all Colby cheese from Wisconsin?
No.
Isn't it from Colby, Wisconsin?
No.
No.
I believe that's where it was originated.
Oh, but it can be
Correct.
produced elsewhere now
Right.
and still called
Just
Colby
like,
cheese.
do you know that cheddar cheese was originated in Cheddar, Iowa?
I had no idea.
I don't really think it is. I was just making that
You're
up.
just making it.
Yeah. Just seeing if you're going to go along with it or not.
I did. I had
And you
no
did.
idea.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So I need some cheese. I already got my cheese.
Yes.
I'm going to turn off the cheese, and you know where we're going? Are you ready for your?
Are you?
I'm
Are
ready.
you?
Here we go. Brats
Is everybody brought to the week? Brought to the week.
That's not recorded, by the way. You do it so
Correct.
well.
Oh,
it sounds
yes.
like it's.
Yes.
Which one is first here?
First,
Oh.
we have our cordon bleu chicken brats.
This is what you're serving today for lunch, right
Yes.
here at Jacob's Meat Market, from 11 to 2.
Correct.
Yeah, because that's the one I'm going to get.
Okay.
But I can also
I heard
buy
that.
them.
Yes. Yes. So the nice thing about it is you can try it before you buy it.
I think you're onto something there. That's something you should probably
Coin that
patent
phrase,
that.
yeah.
Try
Yeah,
before you
okay,
buy.
Okay.
$4.69 a pound.
Yes. You get about four.
And these
four
are
brats
fresh
per
or
pound.
frozen?
These will be fresh.
These are fresh.
Yeah, Eric just made them this morning.
All right. It's very fresh.
Oh yes.
Not this Eric, a different Eric.
The other
There's-
Eric,
there's
the
a different
sausage
Eric.
maker
The
Eric.
sausage maker Eric. I don't want to
Not
know what he
BSTV
calls
Eric.
me. Oh, BSTV Eric.
Yeah, we'll
I
do that.
cleaned that up,
We'll do
didn't
that
I?
this time, yeah.
I see the word sassy here.
Yes.
I see the word sassy, so
Speaking
we
of-
must be talking about you.
Yes, of course.
Tell us all about
sassy
it.
honey barbecue pork brat.
Is it really sassy?
It is sassy. Yes.
What's
once
the
you
sassy
bite
in?
into it,
What is the sass in the sassy?
it's a little bit spicier
Okay.
than your regular like barbecue brat. So that's the sassy part of the sassy honey barbecue.
What kind of spice are we talking about?
Red pepper,
Okay.
so a little spicier.
A little spicier.
Yeah.
But a pleasant spicy.
Oh, of course.
Very pleasant
Of course.
spicy.
Yes.
Is that also one of your favorites? Because I think I
No.
heard it was. It's not.
It's
Lead a horse to water. We'll just take that off the screen.
it's top 40.
It's one of the top 40. Okay.
Yes.
Great moments in television. Recipe Rumble.
Yes.
Recipe Rumble.
I've
I'm
heard
going
about
back
this.
to the smoked pork chops
Yes.
because we had a small conversation just the other day
Yes.
about smoked pork chops, and I asked you how you would cook them.
Yes.
And I thought, that sounds good. not how
But-
I would do it, but I'd
Right.
like to try it. So please tell us how you explain to me how you would cook it, like for yourself.
Without the swear words?
No, you can throw those in.
Oh,
It's your,
okay,
it's your
okay.
show.
So what I do is I take the smoked pork chop and I brown it on one side. You can do it on the on a frying pan, or you can do it on the grill or whatever. So just brown it on one side, flip it over so the brown side is up, and then sprinkle a little brown sugar on there. Not too much brown sugar, but once that brown sugar melts, then your smoked pork chop is heated through. And you can just take it off the grill, and you got a nice glaze over it, and it's delicious.
Okay, so I'm going to do this in a frying pan.
Sure.
Do I put anything
you
in the
don't have a
pan?
grill.
I don't have a grill.
Right.
My landlord won't allow me to have one. He's an ogre. Do I put anything in the
Ogre?
frying pan before?
Sounds like a nice guy.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. It's only funny
A
because
nice
it isn't
ogre.
true.
A nice
Do I
ogre.
put anything in the frying pan
Chewbacca.
before?
No.
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 Just heat it.
Right.
Once it's hot, I throw it in there so it gets a little brown.
Correct.
Then I turn it
Kinda like
over
searing
so
it.
the brown
Right.
side is up.
Correct.
The bottom side is now getting brown.
Correct.
I sprinkle a little brown sugar. Mm-hmm. By a little, you mean a fistful or fingers full?
Just like a little
sprinkling.
sprinkling.
A sprinkling
yes.
so that it
Yes.
can melt.
I was trying to think of like an older person's, like when they, not for you, but for
Sure, Luke, sure.
no. I
was trying to think of a word you might understand.
Yeah, right. Just what I meant. Yes, yes,
A sprinkling
yes.
of brown
We're turning
sugar.
all red now. Wow.
A sprinkling of brown sugar, and when it melts, it's ready.
Yes.
And you just eat that, or do you give yourself a side? Now you're at home alone. That's what you want to eat.
a side typically of like baked beans or something like that.
Baked beans,
Yeah.
okay.
I like easy meals.
That is easy, and I'm going to try that. Do you know where I can find some brown sugar? Do you sell brown sugar?
We do sell
Okay,
brown sugar.
Good,
Yes.
good.
Yes, it's light brown. Is that you prefer light brown or dark brown?
For brown sugar,
Yes.
probably dark brown,
Dark brown. Okay.
but it's
We
melting
just sell the
anyway.
light.
It's probably. I'm going to take whatever you got because
Okay,
it's my
okay.
only option. I would put it in sauerkraut. I like this with sauerkraut.
Yes. What's your recipe?
I would take the same frying pan, and I would.
After you've done it my way.
Once you're done, yeah, you make yours, and then I'm going to start on mine. I would put a little butter and some cut up onions in there, and just let the onions cook a little bit. Sweat them, they say. Let them sweat.
Sweat 'em.
Sweat them. Meantime, I would drain the sauerkraut and chop up an apple. I'd put the sauerkraut in there.
Do you like apples?
I do like apples.
Okay. Perfect.
I'd put the sauerkraut in there after it's drained. If I'm making it for myself, it'd be like half a bag. You sell bags. I like
Correct.
the bags. You also sell cans. 4 different varieties of sauerkraut.
Correct.
You've got to try them all to see which one you like the best
Right.
because they are different.
Right.
Half the bag would go in there with the chopped up apple, and then the pork,
And onion.
the onions on the bottom already.
Okay.
The pork chop would go on top of that, and I would cover it up and let it heat through. And that I would serve. I would probably get a russet potato. I can get the onion here and the apple here and the russet potato, which I am going to peel and boil,
Okay.
and make one mashed potato simple.
Okay.
It'll just have.
That's your side then?
That's my
So you
side.
have a couple sides then. You have the potato and then you have the sauerkraut with
and
the
the
apple.
potato.
Okay.
Then I'm going to smash with a fork and put some butter on it and some salt. So
Do you
there
like
go.
lumpy mashed potatoes?
Sure.
Sure. Okay.
Sure. Oh, I mean, I can do a really good mashed potato. We'll talk about that later, but that's
Okay.
more involved. We're talking about, I'm hungry.
This is a half-hour show.
This is
yeah.
a half-hour
right.
show.
Right.
So,
Okay.
so there you go. I'm going to try yours. You can try mine.
Okay.
You have a guest of the week?
Yes.
Who's the guest of the week?
Dan.
Dan.
Yeah.
Dan's here?
Dan's here.
The coffee Dan? Coffee man Dan?
Coffee Man Dan.
Coffee Man
yes,
Dan.
sir.
All right.
How did you know his nickname?
We'll be right back. If I can find the buttons.
Please stay tuned. We are right back, but that's not Luke and Eric.
Can you push the right?
No, last time I pushed the buttons, we had to redo the whole doggone show. We're not doing that again. All right, Dan from Uncommon Grounds. Very, very nice to see you again.
Hi, Luke. How you doing today?
Great. How are you?
Very good.
Good.
Very
Good.
Yeah, happy to be here.
So can you tell us a little bit about your business? So when did you start this business? What is the business, first of all?
So we are Uncommon Grounds, and I roast just locally roasted specialty coffees from around the world, and distributed throughout the Fox Valley and Green Bay, and to different grocery stores, different businesses, bars, restaurants throughout the area.
Okay.
And that's what we are. We're a wholesale roasting, coffee roasting company.
Okay. Yeah. So have you done this your whole life, or is this something that you got into recently, or?
Well, not my whole life, but it is kind of a journey. It's been kind of a journey. I was in Northern California in the early 90s, and I noticed, I actually worked kitty corner from a cafe that was roasting coffee. And I thought to myself, can you really do this? Is this really a business? And I went there for coffee
every day. Was it called Starbucks?
It was called Mill Valley Coffee Roasting. I think it's still there as a coffee roaster.
Okay.
Anyway, so I was, it just caught my interest. I read a book, and it just started that journey of how do I do this? How do I learn about it?
Sure.
And it took me a while, but we opened here in Appleton in 2013, roasting coffee.
Okay.
And we're located on 938 Southwestland Drive here in Appleton, which is just off Spencer Street along the highway.
Okay, sure.
But it's, as I say, it's been kind of a journey. I've been around for 10 years now. And every day I'm out trying to, peddle my beans, and then back in the shop selling coffee over the counter, just as wholesale and ground coffees.
Okay.
We used to have a cafe at the Westland Drive location, but we've closed that in the last couple of years.
Sure.
Just wasn't busy enough out in that neighborhood for a cafe, but it's perfect for our coffee roasting operation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you source your beans? I mean, so I'm assuming that you read a book and you understand where the best beans are that you can get.
Sure.
And what their story is behind there. I don't know if it's a regional thing or what exactly it is for how you source your beans or how you pick which beans to.
Sure. So I work with a coffee importer from Minneapolis. They have relationships with growers all over the world, from Central America to South America to Southeast Asia or Africa. So they have people that travel to the coffee lands, meet these growers, buy the coffee that is grown seasonally, ship it back in shipping containers on boats, on ships across the ocean, and they wind up in Minneapolis. They have such a variety. I pretty much stay with them, but there are a number of coffee importers throughout the U.S.
Okay.
So coffee is grown in a coffee belt around the world, around the equator. Within 15 degrees on each side of the equator is the perfect zone for coffee.
Really? Okay.
And at high elevations. And this is where they look and work with the farmers who are growing around the world. We sell only specialty grade coffees. There are different grades. These are Arabica style coffees, which are the highest grade of specialty coffee, versus a Robusta style, which can be a commercial grade, a little sharper, a little harsher on the palate.
Okay.
But our coffees are all specialty grade coffees, roasted really what I think is to bring out the very best of what they offer. Coffees from Central America, South America, Southeast Asia, as I said before, as well as Africa, and I'm probably missing a couple countries here too.
So they don't grow these beans around here?
They do not grow these beans around here, even like out in
Does Folgers grow beans around here?
So really within, I think Vietnamese coffee is where Folgers may come from, or where the commercial grades are coming from. But even the bigger companies like Folgers and Maxwell House have upped their coffee game over the last 20 or 30 years, just because of people appreciate the style and the quality of the coffee.
They probably look at companies like you and say, they must be doing it right, so we're just going to try and put these guys out of business.
That could be, yeah.
Right.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it was started by you.
Yeah.
And 10 years ago.
We opened 10 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was always in Appleton here?
Yeah, it's always been in the same location out there on Westland.
Okay. Awesome. So you you sell it right here at Jacobs.
Yeah.
And where else do you sell?
So we have a good variety, in fact, a full variety here at Jacobs, and we sell out here every 3 weeks. So for sure, guaranteed, you have freshly roasted coffee coming in and being stocked on the shelves here. We also sell out of festival foods on the coffee aisle.
Okay.
We're in a dozen of the festival foods from Swamico down to Oshkosh, 2 Woodman stores, as well as a number of other small businesses, cafes, restaurants throughout the area.
Okay.
So they carry us. I think we're familiar. If you're a coffee lover, you're familiar with Uncommon Grounds logo on the coffee aisle all around the area.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. And do you sell a couple cafes that use your beans?
So Fratello's does a coffee program with us. They
Okay.
do a French press program in the evenings and also for their Sunday brunches.
Okay.
Otherwise, we've had cafes come and go that have used us. Cafes are notoriously fickle.
and closing.
Yeah, opening and closing. So, but we've done business with a lot of cafes around the area, and always had good luck. They've always loved working with us.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Sure. Okay. So I'm assuming that you're not a seasonal business, but you have seasonal offerings that you do. So we were talking before you got on here. So you buy eight different beans. Is that correct?
A variety of 8 or more beans
and
from
then
around the world.
And then you mix them to make how many different mixes, or what do you call them?
So, varieties or roasts, or blends.
Okay. Blends, yeah, that's it.
So we do carry about 8 different varieties of coffee, and they are roasted as single origin coffees and packaged that way. And then I take them and I'll blend them to a Mocha Java style or a North Star style. Mocha Java, kind of a
Mocha and a Java?
From Mocha is a port in Yemen, and Java is a port in Southeast Asia. And so it got this name because of the trade route from Africa, Yemen, down across the Indian Ocean to the port of Java in Southeast Asia. So that's where the name came from, a Mocha Java style of blend, which is an African and a Southeast Asian coffee.
That's really interesting.
We have a North Star coffee, which is a Scandinavian style. Very high quality coffee for that. Scandinavians are very well known to have drink a lot of coffee and be very discerning in their coffee styles.
Okay.
Coffee tastes.
Is that where you roast and then you put the spoon in there and then it stands up?
You could do it that way. Yeah,
okay.
I've seen it that way.
Yes. You've seen it that way?
Actually not.
Okay.
No, I don't think so. And we also do a couple of espresso blends, an American style espresso and then a traditional Italian style espresso.
Okay.
All of these are in whole bean and need to be ground before they're brewed. And if you buy them off the coffee aisle, you can always send them through the grinder from a different brand of coffee. I don't have grinders on the coffee aisle, but they are there. Or come to the shop and I can always sell a pound and grind it there too.
Okay.
So,
okay.
yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So how do you pick what is seasonal? During Christmas, the Christmas time or whatever, you have a
Festivus.
Yes, Festivus. Yeah, for the rest of us. Yes.
It's a Festivus blend for the rest of us.
Okay.
And again, that's a little bit. It's a quality, darker, kind of a Christmas blend. I also do Christmas Island, which is an island, a true place out in the South Pacific.
Okay.
And I do rotate those in. So I'll take one variety off the shelf during the Christmas season, starting around October 1st, and then replace it with a Festivus or a Christmas Island, and then rotate it out in January after the seasons are over.
Okay.
Typically, though, coffees stay pretty much the same on our menu. One thing about coffee I find is people like the consistency of it. They don't want to be surprised every morning. They want a consistent cup, and that's what we try to offer.
Sure.
We offer a nice variety. You can switch off, try one week, try one a different week, because Sumatran coffee tastes different than Ethiopian coffee. Guatemalan coffee tastes different than Colombian coffee. Brazil is different than Mexican, for instance.
Okay.
So try one week, try one the next week, and maybe compare them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the beans taste different whether they're from a different region or a different in a different region.
Different parts of the world
Okay.
impart different characteristics to the
Sure.
coffee grown there.
Okay. Because I feel like commercial ones, they have like a different flavors that they add to theirs. So it's not just the beans; it's the flavor that they're adding to it. Whether it's a French vanilla or a hazelnut or something like that.
Sure.
So it's really interesting that different regions
have their own flavors.
Yes.
I don't put flavors like cinnamon or vanilla or spices into our coffees just because I try to stay at the higher end of these coffee specialty coffees,
Sure.
and the distinctions are so subtle. Adding a cinnamon or adding a vanilla would just mask the true flavor of what these coffees offer.
Sure. And people can always add it themselves if they like this flavor or that flavor.
Exactly.
Because they might not buy it if they have that flavor in there.
That's right. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like apples?
I love apples. Yes.
You love it.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
I eat one every day.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
What kind?
I think I like the Fijis. The
Fijis.
best. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Or the Honey Crisps, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Do you go and pick them when they're in season
I don't
around
go
here?
pick them. No.
No. Okay.
But they're always fresh in the
produce
grocery
aisle?
store.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect,
that's right.
perfect.
Yeah.
All right, anything else we missed? Anything else you'd like to add?
Just one more thing.
Yes. Yeah, okay, there we go. All right, Dan, thank you very much for
Thank
coming
you, Luke.
by. I really appreciate it. And I'm sure our customers really like learning more about Uncommon Grounds.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Luke.
All right,
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
Great interview. Let's see.
thank
That
you.
says on Uncommon Grounds.
Yes.
Should I change that?
If you want.
I'm not sure how.
Sure. Yeah.
There,
How
we're
about
back.
that one? There
And
we go.
we're back.
Yeah, and we're back.
I buy his coffee. And I buy
Me
it
too.
from you. I buy it here.
Me too.
And it's good coffee.
Yes.
You talked to him about seasonals, and hey, I like the man because he said the Christmas season starts on October 1st. Yeah. 166, by the way.
Oh,
Gotcha.
perfect. Thanks.
Days till Christmas. I forgot the
appreciate
coffee
that.
joke, didn't I? Usually I have a little joke for the guest, or not
Yeah.
before the guest.
You want to ask me?
No,
He's
it's
still
for
here.
you. It's
oh, it's
before
for
we
me.
bring him on. I just
Okay.
completely. I was so excited about having. What
But before the guest, do you have a joke?
Yeah, exactly. But what was his nickname? Dan the Coffee Man?
Yeah.
In a coffee shop, Luke, at a real coffee shop, who is the only person authorized to make cold brew coffee?
I'm not sure.
The barista.
Barista.
The
Okay.
barista. Nice interview. Very nice.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you very much.
Is it time for
I
special
learned
days?
a lot too. Yes.
I like special
Yes,
days.
Let's do the special days.
Tomorrow, I'm going to talk about tomorrow. Somebody's birthday tomorrow.
Yeah, Emma's.
Tomorrow, aside from being Emma's birthday, is July 13th, and it's also National Barbershop Music Appreciation Day. And I bring this up because the only place I ever hear barbershop music, here we are at Christmas again. It's
Yes.
on Christmas Day
man.
right here.
You don't have to bring
It's
that up
Christmas
100.
Eve Day, though, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, Christmas
Yes.
Eve Day.
Yes.
You always bring in the barbershop quartet.
Yes.
And they sing Christmas songs
Yes, they do.
in a barbershop fashion.
Yes.
in full regalia. I
Yeah.
think Santa shows up too.
He
I don't know,
does.
you got some connections.
Yeah, yeah.
You've got some connections.
Yep. I love barbershop music.
This Friday, it's the day after tomorrow, it's a big day. It's July 14th. It is not only National French Fry Day, but it is also National Mac and Cheese Day. Not only that, but wait, there's more. Both French fries and mac and cheese are on the menu at Jacob's Meat Market
Imagine
this
that.
Friday, along with plain or Cajun shrimp. Guess where I'm eating on Friday?
Mary's place?
Never been there.
No, I have been there.
Should
Yeah.
have her on the show. I'm eating here on Friday,
Okay.
right here.
What are you having?
I usually go for the plain.
Plain? Okay.
Sometimes I go for the Cajun. It depends on the moment.
Right.
Someone asked.
You get some of each,
I could do that.
right?
I'll get some of each
Yeah.
if I can't decide. Usually I decide though.
Sure.
Usually I decide.
Sure.
This
That's
Sunday,
delicious.
one
Yes.
of my favorite days of the year. July 16th is National Ice Cream Day.
Yes.
And July itself is National Ice Cream Month.
I
So this
did
is like
know
a
that.
double
Yes,
whammy.
Right.
Guess what I'm
Right
eating
after
on Sunday?
National Dairy Month.
Yeah, and you sell some nice ice cream here. What's the brand name of that?
Cedar Crest.
Cedar Crest. It's high quality stuff.
It is.
Just like your coffee.
Correct.
Just like
high quality
make an
stuff here at
espresso
Jacob's Meat Market.
and pour it over your ice cream. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Wouldn't it melt the ice cream?
Just a little. Just a little.
Okay.
But that's what I like ice cream soup.
Oh, dude.
That's good stuff.
Me too.
That's good stuff.
Me too. Just mix her up.
We had a giveaway last week.
Yes.
And the prizes are and were pickled eggs and pickled turkey gizzards.
I'm glad you wrote it down.
We got some,
Just
some
grabbed
comments.
two pickled things. Yes.
I'm going to start with Darren's comment, if you don't mind.
Yes. Red.
Darren started his comment with, "So I don't want to go for the prize." Don't blame me, Darren. Don't blame me at all.
We told him that.
He says, "But Luke, when you say you sell baby and sharp Swiss, don't forget that you have 3 kinds of Swiss cheese." Because we were talking about baby Swiss, and
Right.
I asked about what is. I think you said the holes are smaller.
Right.
I was
Correct.
listening.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But Darren says that Gruyere cheese is also a Swiss cheese.
Yes. As well as Jarlsberg.
Is also a Swiss cheese.
Yes.
Is this
So he
not,
forgot
not that it
about
has
the fourth
holes?
one. It does
The
have holes.
Gruyere doesn't have a hole.
Correct.
Okay, but it's a
holes.
Swiss origin cheese.
Yes. Yes.
Not holy Swiss cheese.
Not Holy Swiss. Right.
Chris, I like hot. Who wants a Bloody Mary now? I don't know how that came up. Were we talking about Bloody Marys or the weather?
I think we were talking about Bloody Marys.
Okay, I'll have
Yeah,
one.
in the green room maybe.
Oh, probably. 'Cause you're a fan.
I am.
I've seen you
Yes.
drink one.
Yes.
I've seen you drink
Yes.
one. And then we have the winner. The winner is Sean, whose comment was, "Pickled eggs and pickled turkey gizzards equals Wisconsin." Is that true?
According to him.
Throwing my
if you
hat
go to,
in
if
the
you go
ring.
to FVL, it's all bets are off.
All bets are off?
Yes.
Luke, how you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you, Dave?
He goes on to say, "Funny how your mom and my parents," meaning Sean's parents, "made cameo appearances in that episode last
Correct.
week." Were they both in the background?
Yes,
well, I
they
remember
were.
your mom. Hi,
yes.
Mom.
Yeah. Never made eye contact.
Don't you want to talk to me?
Right.
I'm your son. Mom.
So Sean can come on in and pick up his
Sure. Come on in,
eggs
Sean.
and
pickled
turkey
eggs
gizzards.
and pickled turkey gizzards.
Yes.
I can see them from
We can
right
do
right-
red hot
they
pickled
are
eggs or just the
menacing
regular?
me right now.
Yes.
You want to do another one? Another contest this week?
Let's do it.
I think so, because you have what I assume is the prize for this week's contest.
Sure.
What is that?
One of a couple of prizes. I think we shouldn't just give this away.
Oh, okay.
So there was the bird bath competition was this weekend at Herb Park.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's put on by I believe the Fox Cities swim team.
Is this where you take your pet birds and give them a bath at the park?
Just your birds.
Just your birds?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I
No,
don't know
it's
what to
it's a swimming competition.
Swimming competition?
Yes,
Called the
outdoors
bird
at
bath.
Herb Park. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, it's been in existence for 24 years.
24 years?
Yes.
And this looks like a cooler of some kind.
Correct. It is a cooler. They gave us a couple coolers to give away.
Oh, Ice Master.
So it's a little cooler. You can put
it has
6
that
packs
in
of a
there.
soda in
Whatever
here.
that thing is. You
And then
put that in the freezer and
yes,
it'll keep everything cool. All right.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
a nice prize.
Yes.
A 6-pack fits in there, I suppose.
yes.
With
I'll
that
have
icy
to test
thing?
it out, but
You'll test it out.
yes.
All right.
Yes.
You say,
so
but that's not
we'll-
enough? You want to give something else?
Yeah, we'll give
Like
that away, and then
some
we'll give a 12-ounce package of some uncommon grounds away.
Uncommon grounds, and that's the Mexico Santa Teresa. That's my brand, the one I like. My
Yeah?
variety.
Okay.
My variety. So,
Your blend.
But I suppose the winner can choose whichever.
Yes.
Because there's
Yes. We'll let's give 3 of those away.
3 of them. How-
Yes.
Okay. To people who comment?
Sure. They can. So we talked about this yesterday.
Yeah, but you want to give 3 of these away. Is
Correct.
this to people who come in the door and ask for coffee, or are we going to give 3 away from the comments?
Let's give 2 away to the comments, and then 1 away to the next person that comes in.
And
Ask
says
for
what?
it. Give me the coffee and the 6-packer.
Okay, give me the coffee and the 6-pack.
Yeah.
All right, so somebody can walk in and say, "Give me the coffee and the 6-packer."
Yes.
They'll get the Ice Master,
Right.
and a choice of coffee.
Yes.
And then we're going to give away 2 things
more.
of coffee.
Right.
2 comments, but what's the comment?
So I think they should comment on which recipe sounds better.
Mine or yours?
Yes.
Yours or mine?
Yes.
Yours
For the smoked pork chops.
for the smoked pork chops. So
Yes.
if you missed it, you have to rewind.
Right.
It's somewhere back there.
Right.
So
Mine is just brown sugar.
brown sugar
What
and
is
heat.
yours?
Mine is heat and onion and sauerkraut and apple and a pork. 5 things. You've got 2 things.
Oh, okay.
Well, you got 3 things with the heat. That's 3 to 5. Mine's tastier.
Okay.
Oh, I also added that potato to it.
Yes,
Anyway,
yes.
we're just going to wait here. They
Yes.
can comment right now.
Yes.
Silence, 30 seconds of silence while they make up their mind and click comment. Now this comment can be either in YouTube or Facebook?
Yes.
Okay, can't be on Facebook right now because it's not there yet.
Correct.
But by the time you watch this on Facebook, it's there. So
Right.
I said silence, didn't I? I don't know how to do silence. Sorry,
either?
Not going to do it.
All right, I think that's enough time.
All right, that's enough time?
Yes, yes.
So just comment, and we'll pick winners next week.
Yes.
Are we going to do this next week?
Yeah, let's do it.
Thanks for watching.
All right. Thank you. I haven't been watching. Thank you for watching this episode of Butcher Shop Television. We'll be back again next Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. for another live broadcast. Please like the video and consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. Come visit us at the store at the corner of Law and Pacific. We are open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m.
And brats for lunch today.
Brats for lunch.
See you next week.
Thank you.